Hey guys, car video today, and I put out a video yesterday, and towards the end of the video I said I probably won't post a video this weekend because of whatever excuses, right? Just having my kids and stuff, I don't get quiet time. But the universe laughed in my face and was like, just because you said that and you're trying to predict the future, we're gonna put the inspiration on you to post the video, which is hilarious because it's just saying, Kelsey, stop trying to, say what's gonna happen and just be in the moment. Like, it's all about this moment, and that's the thing. We always try to plan everything out and predict the future and fit into boxes, and that doesn't even exist. And for my video yesterday, I got, many responses, and this morning I read one of the responses, and shout out to whoever put this on my heart and gave me that spark. And she reminded me of the fact that the video game analogy to describe what we're experiencing here is so valid. It's so valid because we're always looking for this external thing to fulfill us in some way. But what we don't realize is it's all about us. And I don't mean that in this selfish, egotistical way, this 3D linear way of thinking of it. I mean it in exactly the video game type of analogy way, where you're the avatar and you're in this game and you're trying to reach different levels and stuff. Everything around you is just there to help you grow. Everything that's around us in our environment, it really doesn't mean much. All it is there to do is help us grow. And they have that same individual experience, but we're not dependent on each other for that. It's like in a game where you use certain tools and checkpoints and all types of stuff in the game in order to advance yourself. So you ever feel like you're just getting caught up in this cycle and you keep manifesting the same toxic partners and situations, or you keep in say you're in a relationship with your mom or a family member, and you keep coming to these same battles, these same arguments about the same things because you're making the same old choices and choosing the same old perspectives. That's you getting caught on level 5 and you can't get out of it. You literally, you can't figure out, why I keep doing this and I'm not getting it, because you keep doing things the same old ways. So the funny thing is you can carry over those old ways from a previous incarnation. So just because you changed avatars and you went in the game and switched your player, you still have the same mindset. You still have that same mentality. You have to realize you're in the game. And that's what waking up is realizing what this really is, why we're really here. And it's ultimately to grow and have a deeper connection within yourself. The universe is you. You are a manifestation of God. This is God experiencing itself through you. And we're all connected in that way. So if you can really wrap your head around the analogy I'm trying to give to you right now, it can be so beneficial because you'll stop worrying about the person you're in a relationship with, or the family member you can't get out of these arguments with, or the stress at work and all this stuff, because you'll realize how much it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is how you feel in any given moment. So if you're unhappy, you're choosing to be unhappy. You are not only the problem, you're the solution. Everything that you need is inside. All the information you need, all you have to do is get in a space where you can just chill out your mind and your ego from running a mile a minute, trying to overanalyze your life, connect to source, and there are your answers. You'll never kill the ego. We're 3D, we're human beings, it's a part of us. Our shadow is a part of us. But you can say, hey, ego, go have a seat on the couch over there, and you can be the viewer and the observer instead of trying to take the reins. Because my connection to God, my connection to the universe, my connection to me That is what trumps all. That is what is going to be in the driver's seat. But that's a choice. And if you don't make that choice, well, then you'll just vibrate on a lower, stale frequency that you've always vibrated on. But if you want to grow and you want to change and you want to get to the next level, and it's not about a destination, it's about the moment. But it's exciting when you're in a game and you're just beast mode. I'm not even a video game person, but like even in like a basketball game, that's what I can relate to. And you're just like hitting every shot and like really got it figured out because you're freaking connected. You're in that state of flow. That's where you need to be. And like, that's what I mean by being in the moment. Like, you'll just be blissed out in every moment because you're not worried about anything else. You know it's a game. What's going to happen when you die? Why are people so scared of dying? You are not this physical body. This physical body is just the avatar you chose for this incarnation. And that's why racism and division is all bullshit. Because guess what? You've been every race. You've been black, you've been white, you've been a man, you've been a woman, you've been Asian, you've been in all types of different cultural spaces. Like, if I even went too deep with this, you guys would think I was crazy, because you've literally been beings in places other than Earth. And, you know, now it's all coming to light. Like, a lot of this information is coming to light. And science and quantum physics and everything is starting to talk about energy and how we are energy. We're just these souls, and we choose to come into these bodies in order to push our growth in our, like, there's an infinite amount of expansion. Like, the universe, there is no beginning, there is no end. It's infinite in both directions. It's hard to even say both directions because that's so linear, but to explain it to somebody with this 3D mind, you kind of like, you try to like describe it, but you never quite get it. You never quite get it, because unless you're tapped in, you don't understand. I can tell you how good it feels to be blissed the fuck out and vibrate so high on a consistent basis, but nothing I can say to you will really allow you to understand what it feels like, because unless you've experienced it, you don't understand. And then people say, why would we choose to come and incarnate and be in these physical bodies and experience these things? It's because polarity is necessary. It's that negative and positive polarity. Like, if you don't know how it feels to really experience the depths of pain, then you don't understand, and you can't be as appreciative of what that feeling of love is. So that's why a lot of people who've gone through a lot of shit in their lives, they felt that pain, they felt that sorrow, they felt that whatever traumatic things they've gone through in this lifetime or another lifetime, they are the ones who wake up and just explode when they really realize, explode with love when they really realize who they are and what this is all about. And they start remembering, because when we incarnate, we forget. That is part of the contract. When you incarnate on this planet, you forget everything. It's like when you dream and you wake up from the dream, and you better hurry up and write it down real quick, because you're going to forget it. That's the same thing. And when you dream, you're more in a realistic state than when you are awake. You're more connected. Your vibration is higher when you sleep. There's all science to back this up. Get on YouTube, folks. Start sparking your curiosity and actually wanting to know about who you really are, instead of being distracted by stupid shit they want you to be distracted by, instead of being poisoned by disgusting toxic food because they want your pineal gland to be calcified so you can't tap into this higher part of who you are. Everybody, all those people up top, they know about this power. That's why they try to suppress it in the people, because if the people knew, it would be over. It would be over for them. There would be no power for them. Spirit wanted me to come on and talk today, even though, and to prove me wrong, because I said I probably wasn't going to get on this weekend. But this is the thing, like, when you get connected to your higher self and you have something you need to say, or there's a message that you need to give to somebody, you can't hold back. I don't sit here and act confused while I'm talking to you, because I know when you know something, when it resonates with you, like your entire body knows what's true. If you like meet up with somebody and they seem real like fake and phony, you feel that in your body, don't you? You can if you have even the inkling of intuition, you can smell people out. You can tell, you can read their energy. Start thinking about life in terms of energy. That's when your answers will start, that's when everything will start coming to light. You'll start remembering. Do some past life regressions. You'll remember your past lives. That shit will really trip you out. Go on my YouTube and look up my past life regressions. I've shared them on YouTube. I'm telling you, that is one thing in the beginning of my spiritual journey that I did, that I was like, I felt so validated in what all of this is. I was so skeptical. I went from being like a super conservative Christian after my mom, quote unquote, got saved and was like super into the church. Like, we went to a non-denominational church. I mean, I wore a promise ring. I wasn't gonna have sex till I was married. Like, all this stuff, hardcore, went to college, became an atheist. That's how skeptical I was, because I had a bad taste in my mouth with that church experience, with the church, with a lot of the inconsistencies with the church. I'm not bashing the church. There's a truth in every religion. There is truth. You can find truth everywhere around you. And it's all about what resonates with you. You know what truth is. We all know what truth, innately know what the truth is. But the fact of the matter is that little by little, you're going to start remembering. You're going to start remembering. And the question is, are you going to sit in the same old cycles and the same old patterns at the same old level in the video game? Are you going to make some changes? Are you going to look at life differently? Are you going to stop being distracted by going out to eat and going shopping constantly because you don't want to sit with yourself? At the end of the day, you don't want to sit with yourself. Why? Why are you feeling lonely when you're by yourself? You shouldn't feel lonely. When I'm by myself, I feel the most fulfilled. I am surrounded by spirit. Like, and once you really like take care, if you don't take care, like for example, if you don't take care of your body, that shows a lack of self-worth. If you don't take care of the people that you choose to be around, to the people you choose to have your aura interact with, your energy field interact with, and you're around toxic people and low vibrations, you're not respecting yourself. And people don't realize how much they disrespect themselves on a moment-to-moment basis just by not caring, not even caring to know or want to know, just wanting to be numbed out and distracted. Let's distract ourselves by putting our kids in a million activities so they never have time to just sit and be or play outside. When I was a kid, we always played outside, and I remember like when I started waking up and raising my vibration, I started to feel some of that energy I used to feel like when I was outside as a kid in my space. I was by myself a lot. I like to go play in the woods and stuff like that. I felt that again. And now it's just even beyond that, because I've healed in so many different areas of my life. I've chosen to make different perspectives about the way I view life. And because I'm putting out a different perspective, I'm putting out a different energy, a more positive outlook, a more like just not beating up on myself, not blaming myself for anything, letting go of energy that doesn't serve my highest good. When I do that, like, my vibration raises and only continues. I'm just advancing to the next level. That's all it is. And it's not levels in like hierarchical sense. Everybody's in their own place. Some people are just young souls. Some people have not incarnated as many times as others, so they're not as far advanced. That doesn't mean they're less than anyone else. And that's the thing about spirituality. It's not like how our cultural construct is set up. It's not like I'm better than you because I have more money. Money doesn't mean shit. Money is just like, ooh, if I have a lot of money, then I'm going to feel better. But then they get there and realize that it's not about the money. It's about how you feel. And you think having a lot of money is going to make you feel good because you're buying all these things and all this. That's a freaking program. You are programmed. You got to get in your freaking brain like an IT specialist and start reprogramming yourself. I'm telling you, when you heal yourself, you heal that for your kids so they don't pass it on. You can't tell me that generational shit isn't passed on, because I experienced that. I've been married more than one time. My mom has been married 4 times. My dad has been married 3 times. And I said, how? You have a master's degree. You're a smart individual. How can you get married more than one time? How can you fall into this trap in this cycle? That shit gets carried on. So if you don't heal it, your kids will be burdened with that. It's in your DNA. They say there's all this junk DNA. It's not junk DNA. They just don't know how it works in science. And they're starting to unravel all of this information. Wake up, people. That's what this rant is about. Like, there is no general topic for this rant. It's just me channeling this information to you to plant some seeds so you can actually start thinking about life in a different way. You don't have to sit in shit. You don't. People can post whatever they want on Facebook looking all happy, but I guarantee you, like, a good 90+% of people that are posting these happy lives are sitting in shit. They're sitting in marriages they don't want to be in. They're sitting with toxic family members that they never make a healthy boundary with. You don't have to. You're choosing to. You're choosing to repeat a cycle every time you make a choice in every moment. Do I want to change? Does this feel good where I'm at? Listen, there's always a higher vibration to reach. Even if you get really in a really solid vibration here, say a 5th dimensional vibration, right? There's people, human beings, that have reached such, like, 12th dimensions. There's just infinite amount of growth. And that's what I try to tell you. Like, don't try to, like, overthink. Because it really is just as simple as feeling good. It is all vibrational. We are energy. We are not this human physical body. We're just using it as a tool to grow. I'm done ranting now because I'm about to be home. But I love you guys. And I hope this planted a seed in somebody. Somebody needed to hear this. And that's why I'm on here talking right now. So, yeah, have an awesome weekend.